I came to the United States in 2001 when I was just 15 years old. In 2008, I got married, and for a while, life seems to be on the right path. But by 2015, my marriage was going through serious struggles. At that time, I already had my daughter Valerie, and I was trying to hold things together. I reached a point where I realized the marriage was no longer working. Right in the middle of the painful season, I found out I was pregnant with my second daughter, Isabella. I felt like my world was falling apart. I didn't want to bring another child into a broken situation. I kept going to church, praying and hoping for clarity. At my 12-week prenatal appointment, I went alone. The doctor came and told me something that no mother ever wants to hear. My baby wasn't developing as expected, and they suspected a condition called cystic hygroma, a tumor in her neck that could mean she might not survive. I was devastated. They offered to do a test on the placenta to check for chromosomal issues, but the procedure carried a risk of miscarriage. When they asked if I had thought about ending the pregnancy, I didn't even know how to respond. I went home that night in tears and told her father everything. We prayed together, even though as our marriage continues to fall apart. I remember questioning God, why is this happening? That Thursday was one of the darkest days of my life, but God had something planned. That Sunday, I took Valerie and went to church. A guest pastor and his wife were visiting that day. During the altar call, I didn't even go up, and then something incredible happened. The pastor's wife took the microphone and said, God is healing tumors in the belly. Then she said, God says, what is it that you want? And pointed straight at me. I walked to the altar, trembling, and I said, I want God to heal my baby. She looked at me and said, God says your baby is healed. Do not doubt it. I couldn't believe what I had just heard. No one knew my situation, not the church, not the pastor, but God knew. And that day, He spoke directly to me. The day she was born, I saw a miracle with my own eyes. She was perfect. Isabella reminded me that God sees us even in our deepest pain. 3 research doctors came in to see her. They couldn't believe it. They asked for a piece of her umbilical cord for research, and I said, take it, but you won't find anything. God already healed her. Through it all, from heartbreak to healing, from brokenness to blessing, God was with me. He gave me strength, He gave me peace, and He gave me my miracle, Isabella. I now live with gratitude, knowing that in the darkness season of my life, God was writing a story of hope. My story is a reminder to never doubt what He can do. Even in the middle of brokenness, my God is beautiful, and His timing is perfect.